Hey everybody, welcome to my first ever PC build video. I'm super excited because I've always wanted to get into PC gaming, but I've just never had the time or the money to save up for one. But this year I finally have. I'm a console player. I play Xbox. Yeah, I don't care what PlayStation people say. But yeah, in the video I'm gonna go over each of the parts that I picked, and I'll explain why, and I'll also leave a link in the description in case anybody wants to buy the same parts that I have. This is my first time ever building one, so if I say something wrong or if I do something wrong, just let me know in the comments and I'll get back to you. But yeah, I'm super excited, and let's get into the video. Okay, so first thing is the tower I went with. I went with the GAMDIAS TALOS M1B ATX tower from Best Buy. It comes with 3 front fans and a tempered glass view on the side, as well as a magnetic dust shield. The GAMDIAS logo is RGB, as well as the lights on the side. The only downside that I've seen is this logo only stays yellow, so if you wanted to change it, you can't, but you can change this piece for the piece at the bottom if you wanted the logo to be in a different spot. This was about $94.99 at Best Buy. For the processor, I went for Ryzen 7 5800X. It's got 8 cores and 16 threads. I was doing a lot of research, and this is the one that I decided to go for. For my RAM, I went with the G.Skill Trident Z Neo. I went for 16 gigs. I didn't really want 32 because I don't think I need that much just for gaming, but I like the way that these looked, and I did some research, and they seemed pretty good in a lot of builds, so this is what I went for. For my SSD, I chose the WD Black SN850. Comes with 1 terabyte. Since I'm going for an AMD build, I went ahead and picked the B550 AORUS Pro AC gaming motherboard. And my power supply is the Corsair RM850X, 850 watts. I didn't think I needed more than 1,000. The videos that I've watched, they said 850 is usually a good sweet spot for your PC, so this is what I went for. For my CPU cooler, I went with the Kraken Z63 280mm liquid cooler. I didn't want 3 fans because I don't know if that would have fit at the top of my build, so I just went with the 280. This actually is an LCD display, meaning you can display the temperature or even your own GIF if you wanted to, which is what I plan on doing. Here's a picture of it in a build right there. I've also seen videos where you're not supposed to put your the radiator pumps at the top of your build. If you do it in the front, but I'm gonna avoid that and just put it at the top when I do my build. And for my GPU, I went with the AORUS Xtreme GeForce 3080 RTX. I did unfortunately have to buy this off of eBay. I couldn't beat the bots on Best Buy, so I went ahead and then just got it on eBay. I got a decent price on it, but of course not MSRP. For my monitor, I went with the Samsung Odyssey CRG5. It's a 27-inch curved gaming monitor and comes with a 240 Hz refresh rate, and it's also G-Sync compatible. So yeah, that's all the parts that I went with, and let's get to unboxing and let's finally build this PC. So now that we got the motherboard out, we can go ahead and start putting our processor in. So I already went ahead and put in the CPU. I don't want to take it out again and drop it in, as I don't want to have a chance of bending the pins. So the next thing I'll do is put in my RAM. Click, so equal pressure on both sides. Down, so it clicks. There we go. Now for the other one. Okay, now they're both clicked in and they're locked in. There we go. Now that our CPU is in and our 2 sticks of RAM, I'm gonna go ahead and put in my SSD. Next thing I'll do is I'll open my CPU cooler. Okay, so now that I have everything unboxed, I'm gonna go ahead and get my radiator all set up and ready to go. Okay, so I got my CPU cooler prepped, so now I'm going to work on getting the motherboard installed into the tower. Okay, so I got my motherboard installed, and now I'm going to work on putting my radiator in. Okay, so I got the fans installed on my radiator, and I'm gonna work on putting it in my tower now. Okay, so I connected the cables into my CPU cooler, and now I'm gonna unbox my power supply and get all those wires out. Okay, so I managed to plug in all of the cables. I still have to do a lot of cable management in the back. I'm gonna go ahead and try to put in my GPU now. Okay, so sorry I couldn't get the GPU on camera, but I had trouble putting it in. Also, I had to change my cooler to the top, otherwise my graphics card was hitting the fans here. So here's the back of my PC right now. I have everything plugged in. The only thing left to do now is to build my monitor and plug it in and see if it works. Okay, so I got my monitor set up, and I got the DisplayPort cable plugged into my GPU. Now all that's left is to turn it on, and let's hope for the best. Let's go ahead and open this. Okay, gonna turn it on. Okay, the RAM's on. Let's hit the power button. All right. Monitor. Okay, after messing around with it a bit, I finally got something to display on my monitor. It turns out it was my RAM sticks. I just swapped them out and put them back in and made sure they were clicked. And now I got something displayed. Don't worry about these cables. I'm gonna fix this eventually. But for now, I'm happy that I got my PC to work. So